Hello everyone, welcome to the session. So in today's session, we are going to see a very common PostgreSQL logical replication problem. And in this problem, we can see how a missing primary key or replica identity breaks the logical replication. So whenever we have missed to create the primary key or provide the replica identity, at that time it breaks the logical replication. And we can see that insert works fine because it just added new rows, but update or delete does not work because it does not. Insert works fine because it just adds a new row, but an update and delete requires to uniquely identify which row should be changed on the subscriber. So if the table does not have the primary key or replica identity, the replication will fail and it will break. So let's simulate the same problem in our today's session by creating a table without the primary key, add it to the publication and perform an update. Then we'll check on the subscriber log what error it shows on the log. So let's do the practical and see how it works. Let me connect to the database. Basically, let's see appdb. Now let's see the schemas here. Set search underscore path equal to e-commerce underscore app. So we have just set this schema and now I'm going to create a table without the primary key. So you can see here I'm just going to create this table, create table. Let me remove this public. It is saying ecom. It is created and now let's insert some values into this table. Here we are inserting just three values 1, 2 and 3 for the ID and for the name Amir, Rahul and Sarah and for the city Mumbai, Delhi and Pune. So I'm just inserting this value. No PK table. Oh sorry, I just made a mistake here. So while inserting, I used the wrong schema name. So I'll remove it and I'll do ecom. Again some error. Insert into public. One moment. I forgot to remove the another dot. So we see this is the table is created and the values are inserted. So select star from ecom dot no primary key table. So we can see we have three values inserted into the table. Now let's add this table into the publication. So I'll run a command to add the table into the publication. Alter table publication. So let me run that command. alter publication, pub underscore app db, add table, e-commerce underscore app dot no pk table. So this will add the table into the already existing publication. So we can check after adding whether this table is added or not. So let's run a command to check. You see no underscore pk underscore table has been added here. Now we need to create the same table in the subscriber side. So let's create the same table structure on the subscriber side. I'm connected to the subscriber server and it's prod 2. So I'm connecting to psql and now I'll connect to appdb database. We'll check the schema set search path search underscore path equal to e-commerce underscore app, and after that I'll create the table here. But in the subscriber I will just create the table. I will not insert any value because I will replicate the values from the publication. One moment. Here it's public, so I need to remove it and ecom. So table is created on the subscription side. So now what we can do, we can just refresh the subscription. So let's do that. We just run the refresh command and you see the subscription has been refreshed. So now just let's check the count. Select star from no pk table. So you see we have got 3 rows inside this no pk table. That means replication is working fine for this table. Now the real problem is when we try to update a value on the publication, and at that time it will break the replication because it does not have any primary key in the table or the replication identity added to it. So let's simulate the same problem here. I'm going to run the update command. Just let me run this. I'm going to update the id equal to 2 column update e-commerce underscore app no pk table set city is equal to Bangalore where id is equal to 2. So it is saying cannot update table no pk table because it does not have a replica identity and publishes update. To enable updating the table, set replica identity using alter table. So here let's, if you can see in the screen, we check the status of the replication and we see it is running. So as per the above error, we have to set the replica identity using the alter table. So I'm going to set up for this particular table replica identity full. So I have set it up. Now I'll run the update command again. So let's see, I have updated this. And what this replica identity does, so it simply compares all the rows if there is any identity, all the rows are matching or not from the primary, so it identifies that. So due to that we add this replica identity to full, so it compares all the rows in the table. So now let's see the status of the replication. You see it is running, and we can check on the subscription side as well. So let's see how it looks like. Let's go to prod to server on the subscriber. Let's just go to cd where lib pgSQL and data log. I'll do this tell hyphen 50f. I'll just check a quick check how it is running. I'll copy it, I'll paste it. So at the bottom lines, you can see logical replication, table synchronization, worker for subscription, sub FDB, and table is no PK table has started and it has finished as well. So it has synced the table. So whenever we see this kind of issue with no primary key or replica identity added, so we have to add this. So in this video, we have learned why PostgreSQL logical replication fails when a table does not have a primary key or replica identity. Insert may replicate without any issue, but for update and delete, PostgreSQL must uniquely identify the row on the subscriber side. That is why replica identity is mandatory. To fix this issue, we can simply add a primary key. That is the best option, or we can also set the replica identity full, or we can also use a unique index as the replica identity. So if you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe for most PostgreSQL DB and replication troubleshooting videos. Thank you for watching.